everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at Mad World Tarot. And some strange and sinister things afoot, which is why we have the Disney Villains Tarot on the tarot table today. We have not used these cards for quite a long time, so I probably have to shuffle and shuffle. But what we're looking at, first of all, is risk assessment and stalkers. Harry has renewed his bid for taxpayer-funded security in the UK. He has written to the new Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, to request a risk assessment by Ravik. Now, this was the whole court case that went on and on and on, and over and over and over he was told no, they didn't need to do a new risk assessment. They'd gone through all their processes, they'd done nothing wrong, his situation had changed profoundly and blah blah blah. Lost all of that, but suddenly he's back at it. He's writing to the Home Secretary, he's demanding, well, politely requesting, it was very politely worded, this article, requesting a new risk assessment, and he would wait patiently because he knows how busy the Home Secretary is. This is after cozying up to Yvette Cooper in Ukraine very recently. The previous Home Secretary, little weasel, in my opinion. And interestingly, prior to this news being revealed, we've heard about a fixated person, a stalker, stalking the has-been during his recent trip to the UK. She was hiding in the loos. She had to be body blocked from leaping out at him from behind his car. Terrifying. Not exactly the tally you-know-who. I might just call him the tally-ho for now. Not them. A fixated person who, it is rumoured, speculated, might actually be a long, dedicated, devoted, card-carrying member of the Sussex squad. That is the rumour. Possibly the same person that shouted her support for the has-been in that security court case. And it was so terrifying that the has-been had to be whisked out of court by his burly bodyguards. If she is, and it's rumoured, and I have no way of knowing if this is true or not, so I'm just repeating rumour and speculation. If this is the same woman, she is allegedly a Nigerian member of the squad, has been photographed with Harry, including at The Hague, at one of the Invictus Games there several years ago. So, I don't know how wise it is for Harry to throw the squaddies under the bus like this in his feverish attempt to get his security back before William takes over, and that's the end of that. But we're going to have a look at it now with the Disney Villains Tarot, because I think we're in Disney Villains territory. Quite honestly, my opinion, and it is just tarot, it is all for fun and entertainment, all my opinion, all wild speculation. We just look at gossip and rumours here, the energy around them, and see how that energy stacks up. And of course there is a disclaimer in the box below, and as I say, I don't know if it for sure is a member of the squad, but we're going to do this reading on the hypothesis that it was a squaddie and that Harry really has taken advantage of the situation, or even possibly set up the situation. This is my speculation. For this security case, 6-card reading, there is an underlying energy to come. Disney Villains Tarot, and a long time no see. Let's see what the underlying energy is. Oh, we've got the 9 of Wands, and it's in reverse. Now, this is not having security. 9 of Wands upright. You have your boundaries around you, your guard up, you have barricades, you're safe, you're protected, you are kept at a safe distance from crazy people, such as this fixated person who was hiding in the loos and leapt out at the has-been and had to be body blocked and wrestled away. I'm exaggerating wildly for fun and entertainment purposes, of course. But the card is in the reverse, which means, oh, so vulnerable, so at risk, doesn't have enough security, doesn't have all those blue lights flashing and armoured police and all the rest of it, the people jogging along beside the armoured vehicle as he goes about his business in London. Anyway, that's the underlying energy. It's self-explanatory. Let's look at the situation we are reading on today. And we are reading on the Four of Cups, and it's a rejection card, the Four of Cups. Apathy and indifference. And that's interesting because really there were no people there gathered to support Harry or even to shout insults at him. There were no hecklers, there were no booing, people there booing as there were previously. People don't care. That's the Four of Cups. They're bored. They're indifferent. They can't be bothered by any of this. And that's a big problem for Harry, because he only wins if you love him or if you loathe him. If you loathe him and you make his life dangerous, then he gets his security back. If you love him, then the royals are forced to have them back. See the next reading. Those global humanitarians, award-winning humanitarians. But indifference is the thing that's going to kill him. It's going to kill his security case. Of course, Meghan jumped the shark and went to Paris and drove past that tunnel and seemed to emerge unscathed from that. So the security case doesn't look like it's going to go very far. But it's indifference. That's what we're dealing with. Government indifference, police indifference, public indifference to the plight of the has-been. And so I guess you've got to get a fixated person and tell them to hide in the loos. That's my take, my interpretation of the situation, my opinion. So let's have a look at Harry's relationship in the past with the squad. He has been known to congratulate them on various things that they have done, been known to be photographed with them as well around and about. Just saying. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, interesting card. Because it's defensive position and it's taking the high ground as well. I'm fine. I'm in a very secure position. I'm defended by you. You are doing that work of running interference, of possibly even attacking. It's interesting because it's the card of defense. Harry can't be the one to be seen rushing out and attacking his enemies, whether in the royal family or in the media or on social media, for instance, YouTube, Tumblr, X, wherever else. People have been doxxed and harassed and traumatized. Harry can't be seen to be doing that, but I'm guessing that if other people decide of their own initiative to do such things, well, it makes his position safer. That's how I'm reading this energy. I'm not saying for 1 second that he told them to go and do those things, but I'm talking about his previous relationship with him. They were very useful. They served a kind of protective purpose for him, in my opinion. Right. Now that safety and security has gone, interestingly, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, how at risk was he from this alleged stalker, this fixated person in London? Was he in danger? Tell us, please. We've got the Three of Wands. That's not a card of danger. That's a card of hope and expectation, upright, very much so. Hoping that whatever seed you have sown is going to thrive and prosper and flourish. It's joint venture kind of energy. It's waiting for better days energy. It's very optimistic. It's expectant energy. It's positive energy. No. The cards are telling me, as an energy reader, as a mere humble tarot reader, that no, he was not in danger. He didn't feel he was in danger. He was more optimistic about how circumstances may unfold. And you can read into that whatever you wish. Let's look at how the squaddies are feeling now that they are allegedly being exploited, used, turned against, fired. all for the sake of Harry's own personal security needs. How are they feeling? Apparently not so good, but let's see. Oh, we've got the Knight of Swords, and it's in reverse now. That's not comfortable energy, the Knight of Swords in reverse. That's very difficult energy, feeling under attack. It's hostile energy, it's aggressive energy, it's cruel and calculated energy. Feeling quite taken aback by this, a sudden reversal. It's giving me a bit of a Wheel of Fortune vibe, that Knight of Swords card in reverse. It's very strategic, it's very aggressive, it's very calculated, very cruel. I think they really are genuinely surprised to find themselves being fingered, accused in certain quarters, not necessarily in the mainstream press, but around and about, and possibly behind the scenes as well in higher places. But I think they are genuinely taken aback by this, that this is how it's turned out. That someone who has potentially, allegedly, all of those things, been a loyal and faithful supporter, now finds herself accused of ill intentions towards the has-been, endangering the has-been to such an extent that he feels that he can write a letter to the new Home Secretary requesting, very politely requesting, this risk assessment, and he will wait in line. Whereas previously, the court case, he was trying to get it rushed to the top of the, whatever you call it, the sittings or the listings, I think that's a better word, because he's so important, Prince of the Realm and all of that. So, is he going to get his risk assessment? Are they going to actually submit and say, okay, we're going to do a risk assessment? I'm not asking how it's going to go necessarily, but just is the government going to say, no, 5 of Wands, this is conflict. No, they're not going to roll over and die for him. Why should they? Really, why should they? The 5 of Wands is putting up a good fight about this. So I don't think it's as easy as he thinks it's going to be. New Home Secretary, he's sweet-talked Yvette Cooper into saying, oh, it would be lovely to have the has-been back, and that's the establishment plot to bring him back. The royal family needs him. Britain needs him. Your country needs you. All of that stuff. No, they don't. 5 of Wands. How about the Squad? And will they turn on Harry? Is he in risky territory? Is this risky business? This the latest strategy to get his security back? I would like to know. Allegedly. Ooh, the World. And it's in reverse. This could go very badly. This really could go very, very badly. The World is success and completion and achieving all your goals. And the goal, of course, is to get taxpayers funded security. Thank you very much, British taxpayers, for the has-been when he deigns to return to the UK for some jollification, shooting parties, I don't know what, Archie going to school, visiting Pa, whatever. Attending christenings and possibly even weddings, if rumours are to be believed. But the World in reverse is an unhappy ending. Things going horribly awry. And because the World is very public for me as a tarot reader, all eyes are on it. All eyes might see how this relationship is sours. This relationship that, according to these cards, energy reading, allegedly, all of those good things, according to the cards, was once so useful to him, a protective kind of boundary around him, running interference, doing the damage control, being the attack dogs when needed to protect him and his high place, his high status, protect him and his possible secrets and things. We're not going to go into what those could be. You all know what they are. Was he in danger in the UK? Nope. He was hopeful. He was optimistic. He was expecting good things to come of whatever was going on when he was there. Sussex Squad, how are they feeling? Rather bitter, rather wounded, rather shocked, according to my cards. Home Office, nope, not going to roll over and die for Harry, not anytime soon anyway. And it could go horribly wrong for him with the Sussex Squad if he carries on down this path of villainizing his most rabid supporters. Possibly a harsh word, let's say most enthusiastic supporters, most loyal supporters, better word. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.